welcome to Africa's first and only Turkish television, NTR's premium program, News Plus. This is senior anchorman Dr. Yavuz Selim Sılay. Another News Plus day today. So every Tuesday, we're with you at 1 p.m. Africa time, 4 p.m. Turkey time with amazing guests. And today, I have a phenomenal gentleman, İLKER KÖSE, who is actually managing as a general manager the MEDIPOL University Technology Transfer Office. I will go ahead and first check the video that we prepared with our team and then move to an amazing discussion with my dear friend and colleague İLKER KÖSE. Let's watch the video, shall we?
Merhaba, ben Mert Çeliksoy. İstanbul Medipol Üniversitesi Teknoloji Transfer Ofisi'nde teknoloji ticaretleştirme uzmanı olarak görev yapıyorum. Üniversitemizde geliştirilen teknolojilerin, fikirlerin, buluşların ticaretleştirilmesi için çalışmalar yapıyorum. Teknoloji Transfer Ofisi olarak üniversitemizin bilim ve teknoloji üretiminde kalıcı üstünlükler kazanması ve üretilen teknolojilerin sanayiye ve topluma ulaştırılması için projeler geliştiriyoruz. Ayrıca akademisyenlerimizin, öğrencilerimizin ve mezunlarımızın girişimcilik ve inovasyon kültürünü sürekli olarak geliştirmeyi hedefliyoruz. Teknoloji Transfer Ofisi bünyesinde proje destekleri, üniversite sanayi işbirliği, fikri mülkiyet hakları ve lisanslama, finans ve destek, teknoloji ticaretleştirme birimleri ile girişimcilik merkezi yer alıyor. Bünyemizde toplam 21 personel çalışıyor. Teknoloji Transfer Ofisi olarak ulusal ve uluslararası fon programları için ihtiyaç duyulan hizmetlerin yürütülmesini ve geliştirilmesini sağlıyor, girişimcilik faaliyetlerini destekliyoruz. Üniversitemiz 2018 verilerine göre vakıf üniversiteleri arasında TÜBİTAK ARDEP projeleri en çok desteklenen 4. üniversite oldu. Üniversitemiz ile kamu ve sanayi arasında bir köprü görevi görerek işbirliklerini geliştiriyoruz. Fikri mülkiyet hakları kapsamında patent, faydalı model ve tasarım tescil başvurularını gerçekleştirilmesini sağlıyoruz. Üniversitemiz, girişimci ve yenilikçi üniversite endeksinde 2018 yılında tüm üniversiteler arasında 29. vakıf üniversiteleri arasında ise 7. sırada yer aldı. Bugüne kadar 450'ye yakın TÜBİTAK ARDEP, 100'den fazla ise patent başvurusu gerçekleştirdik. Ayrıca 20 milyon TL hacme ulaşan 100'den fazla ulusal ve uluslararası sanayi danışmanlığı yaptık. Teknoloji, buluş, tescil ve proje çalışmalarında akademisyenlerimizin, araştırmacılarımızın ve öğrencilerimizin hizmetindeyiz.
Choosing which university to go is important. Istanbul Medipol University provides you with an innovative academic atmosphere where you can improve yourself and find out about your interests and enjoy them, and makes this in the spirit of a university in a city where two continents and many cultures meet, which is Istanbul. Istanbul had been a capital for many cultures and empires, and inspired many more writers and poets. It's a magical land where old and new, and East and West engages in a harmony, and where you can go to a living style from one culture to another in just a few minutes. Istanbul Medipol University is a place that is becoming popular very fast with its sophisticated physical infrastructure, its worldwide large research centers, its laboratories with high technology, a strong academic team, and its students from all over the world. In its modern existence, which puts the academic freedom in its center and approaches respectfully to diversity, cultural pluralism, and differences, you have a place here. Istanbul Medipol University. Touch your future.
I know many viewers are interested in studying in Istanbul Medipol University, and that's why we first showed this amazing video, because I'm really proud to be associated with Istanbul Medipol University. And today, that's why we have invited one of the most important figures at Istanbul Medipol University, the General Manager of Technology Transfer Office, Dr. İLKER KÖSE. Welcome to News Plus.
Thank you, Yavuz. First of all, I again thank you for your kind invitation and for having me in this valuable program.
We're honored to have you. I know how busy you are. Thank you so much for your valuable time, İlker. And I want to get right to the program. And I know you very well as a dear friend and colleague, but for our 900 million viewers across 40 countries in Africa, who is İlker Köse? Can you tell a little bit about yourself, İlker?
Yeah, I think I don't have so much to tell about myself, but maybe some remarkable points can be helpful for audience, or especially who are eager to have a career in healthcare technologies. First of all, private and public sectors and academy are totally different domains. But thankfully, I have experienced in all those domains one by one. Firstly, I worked in Ministry of Health for 6 years and managed nationwide health information systems. It was very beneficial experience for me. And then in Istanbul, again, I worked in an international company which is giving service for private health insurance companies. It was, again, amazing for me. At the same time, it is, both experiences were very valuable, because in Ministry of Health, I was working for healthcare service providers side. But secondly, I was working for health insurance, healthcare payers side. So combining both parties was very beneficial for me. And now, finally, I'm working in a university which is very famous in healthcare domain, Istanbul MEDIPOL University. Besides my academic duties, I'm also managing the technology transfer office, and it is very new for me and for our country, for the world actually. Transferring the technology which is produced within the university is very new issue for many countries like Turkey. So it is very teachful and very, joyful for me.
Well, having your background, in the health as well as in the services and payment is also a big opportunity, frankly speaking, for Istanbul Medipol University, because I know there are many healthcare entrepreneurs which need that technical, deep understanding of the healthcare system. I think the entrepreneurs are lucky to be at Istanbul Medipol University and Technology Transfer Office. İlker, can you briefly tell me about your mission and vision as Istanbul Medipol Technology Transfer Office?
Yeah, actually, before maybe explaining that, it will be beneficial for the audience about some main concepts.
Of course.
The universities are not just the educational bodies. We are in universities. We are developing the information. There are some factories, there are some companies dealing with different businesses. But here in universities, the output of our studies is the information only. Of course, we are graduating some students and they are working in different businesses. It is okay. It is another very valuable output, but the main duty of the universities, especially of the institutions, research institutions within the universities, is to generate the information. Information, as we all know, is one of the biggest power in the world right now. Starting from the Industrial Revolution, the importance of information is getting higher day by day. And now, as I said, we are producing information, and technology transfer offices in Turkey are supporting the academicians to produce more information by making a lot of research projects. And we have a lot of institutions giving some grants for the research studies. So we are supporting our academicians to prepare their project proposal first, and then if they get the grant, we are supporting them again to manage the project properly. And finally, the output of such research studies will be academic papers or patents or some other information, envelopes or something like that. So the first step of Technology Transfer Office is to support improving the information development. And secondly, if there is any valuable part within this information which is commercially valuable part, then we again support them to get their patents. So without protecting your information, and if you publish your paper without protecting your information, this means that you are giving this information to the world as a gift. And the developed countries, the industry within the developed countries can use your information without paying any money. It is free. You don't need to work in Germany, let's say, in the US. You can write your paper in Turkey. If you don't get the patents and if you publish your paper on the academic journals, then you are working as if you are working for Germany or the US or other developed industrial countries. So every country, like Turkey, should protect their intellectual properties before publishing their papers. So as Technology Transfer Offices, in short TTO, is supporting the academicians for protecting their intellectual properties. And then, of course, we are encouraging them to transfer their knowledge to the industry. So that's why we are engaging some contracts between industry and the academy and academicians, so that our academicians are supporting the companies, the industry, for their research and development studies. Yes. And finally, with another office unit in our TTO is also supporting the academicians and our students, of course, to be a successful entrepreneur. So starting from the development of the information, as you can follow, we are step by step transferring this information to the industry. Yes. In different structures. Either it can be a patent, it can be an entrepreneurship, it can be a knowledge which is transferred to the industry as a consultancy service, and so on. So technology transfer offices are vital organizations within universities to increase the development of the information first and then transfer to the industry in different structures. So our mission and vision as TTO, MEDIPOL TTO, is to gain the permanent superiority in our production of science and technology and deliver the produced technology to industry and society, of course, in line with the developing needs, because the time and needs are changing and developing continuously. And as a part of our mission, we focus on improving our academicians, students and graduates, entrepreneurship and innovation culture, of course. And I can say that our vision is also to make our university a leading university, producing and transferring the science and technology with a sustainable and robust culture of entrepreneurship and innovation.
Frankly speaking, İlker, with your leadership and your team, I know your team as well, amazing team, one of the top-notch teams in Europe, Turkey, and Middle East, North Africa.
Thank you.
I'm one of the witnesses of the amazing work MEDIPOL Technology Transfer Office is doing. How do you actually focus further on, being at this leader front, and, how do you actually define entrepreneurship, trade, and the cultural dimension between Africa and Turkey, and the importance of the work you're doing? Why is it so important for this region?
Yeah, thank you. First of all, again, I think it will be very useful to focus on the concept of entrepreneurship. It is, not a new concept especially for us, for our culture. we were using another word for that in Turkish, müteşebbis.
Yes.
Müteşebbis is an Arabic word, by the way. I guess most of the audience can understand it. So for many centuries, we were using this concept. But of course, starting from the Industrial Revolution in Western countries, entrepreneurship has undertaken a very different and extended role. And the rapid development of technology and the rapid change in user and consumer habits have brought a new challenge for companies. So they have to adapt to expectations very rapidly. This allows small tech startups to overgrow if they are operating in an appropriate field and domain. Therefore, entrepreneurs have become one of the essential elements of economies and developed countries, I think.
Absolutely.
And when we take Turkey and Africa especially, we can say that as all we know, Africa suffered enormously from Western imperialism to meet the rapidly growing need for labor force caused by the Industrial Revolution. And we should remember that Africa is exploited because of the Industrial Revolution. And nowadays, we are just behind, we are staying behind or in front of a new revolution. This is Industry 4.0. And this is we are now in the information age. And again, Africa has once again become an attraction point. By the way, again, we can say that just right now, many African countries are independent, thankfully. But unfortunately, most of them are not economically independent. And without economically independence, there can be no full independence talk. So thankfully, African countries are fully aware of this situation. And Turkey and African countries are focusing on their own improvements in not only managerial but also in economical domain. For this reason, I think the African countries, on the one hand, they choose leaders who stand in line with their people and will take steps according to the interest of their own country. And on the other hand, they strive to improve their economies as well. If we look at Turkey, by the way, Turkey is a big country. Its reputation in its region is gradually increasing. It has a developed industry. It is also rising rapidly in the field of technology, thankfully. But on the other hand, as we know, geopolitically, Turkey is in a complicated geography. But these difficult conditions are making us more powerful, I think.
That's true.
And recently, Turkey stands up to fulfill the geographical and historical responsibilities again, especially when we look at the last 15 and 16 years. The most distinctive feature of Turkey, I think, to Western countries, Turkey is not just trying to improve himself. It carries out this process together with brother countries. It provides all support to brother countries as much as possible, from health to transportation, from energy to defense, from education to culture. So Turkey is growing not alone with its friends.
Absolutely.
And stands shoulder to shoulder with them. That's why Turkey is, I think, very different from any other country in the world, especially in the Western world, for the African countries.
İlker, you're spot on, my friend. You're spot on. African solutions for African problems is the vision. And like you said, the win-win approach, whether it's in industry, in economics, in entrepreneurship. For our viewers, İlker, how can they reach you? How can they actually attend the programs? I know we have many African students reaching out, or candidates. They want to enroll in MEDIPOL University. what are your recommendations both for MEDIPOL as well as for your technology transfer office? Do you have any programs that you recommend?
Sure, thank you. Actually, we are a very young university. We are 11 years old only, but on the other hand, it makes us very energetic university. And we have many advantages by being so young. First of all, we have a very extensive and modern research infrastructure. And we have different faculties which is attractive for students, I think, including medicine, health science, engineering, architecture, education, fine arts, law, and so on. So the number of students exceeded 30,000, which makes us one of the biggest universities in Turkey. And we have become one of the most prominent universities in a very considerable short time. And again, I should say that our academic staff is very, very powerful. And for foreign students, I think MEDIPOL is one of the most attractive universities in Turkey because just right now we have around 300 students coming from 20 different countries from Africa.
Wow.
20 different countries from Africa.
That's
so
amazing.
As I know, our university, we have a powerful international student office, and they have some special discounts for some countries in Africa. So I suggest the students to access our website, which is medipol.edu.tr. They will find a lot of beneficial information for themselves, and they can go to website of International Student Office as well. And we have, as Technology Transfer Office, we have a separate website which can be accessed from the university website.
Excellent.
So the main point is our website for any students to access our international office and technology transfer office as well.
Perfect. Thank you, İlker. So, ladies and gentlemen, please reach out to the websites my dear friend and colleague İlker Köse has recommended, and also reach out to our WhatsApp numbers, and we're happy to guide you in entering MEDIPOL University. It's one of the top universities that we're proud to be partners with. İlker, I'm also curious about how did pandemic impacted your work in entrepreneurship? You know, over the last 1 year, and how do you foresee the future of MEDIPOL Technology Transfer Office work? I'm very curious about that.
Yeah, actually, pandemic has changed a lot of things. The most important one, I guess, is the mindset of human being. As you know, there is a pyramid of human necessity, Maslow's necessity pyramid. In the bottom, at the bottom, we have physiological necessities, including health. So a human being can do many things to protect its health. So we need accommodation, we need health, we need food. Those are the main necessities. So we should protect ourselves, and we should keep some base welfare for ourselves. So during the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, we have learned that our healthcare can be in danger. Even we are the US, we are Turkey, or we are any country in any continent. So we think that we should make something. This pandemic opens some doors for different people.
Sure.
For example, when we talk about entrepreneurship, for example, the startups started to produce new business ideas to produce some solutions to the problem of pandemic.
Yes.
There are a lot of telemedicine solutions right now in different countries. We have teleconsultation studies. Most of us making our meetings by using video conference applications, and we realized that we don't need to meet together every day for our business, we can do many things from remotely.
Even this program, you're in Istanbul, I'm in Ankara, and we're doing a remote program to Africa, right? It's amazing.
Exactly. And but on the other hand, there are some open door for the people, ordinary peoples, because they are consumers.
Yes.
And they are afraid of about their health, and they can do many things to protect their health. So it is creating an environment for manipulation. So we have to be very careful
Yes.
about being manipulated by anyone or by any company, because we should, decide on what we need, based on what we need. Even we are very keen on our healthcare.
Absolutely. Well said, İlker. As you know, Ntr TV is the first and only Turkish television broadcasting to 900 million people in 40 countries. And we are working very closely with TRT World, with our colleagues there, and also with Turksat. And I'm very curious, what do you see of the Ntr TV's mission and trying to be a bridge between Turkey and our brothers and sisters in Africa? Do you see value in that?
Exactly, the value is too high, so high that because we have a lot of sayings in our language. In English, I can say that human can comprise by talking, and you cannot establish a union without meeting each other.
Absolutely.
So I think this TV programs has very vital, crucial role to make different countries, different publics together, so that if we can make more talk, then we will realize that the difference between us is so little, and on the other hand, the common features between us are so many. And in order to achieve high ideals for all countries in Africa and Turkey, I think we need to meet each other very closely, and we will realize that we can achieve a lot of things together.
Absolutely.
We can combine our powers and infrastructures and human resources. So they are very, very beneficial.
Thank you. İlker Köse, General Manager of Technology Transfer Office at MEDIPOL University. Let me get your final words before closing the program. We will do in the future many other programs, but this is just the beginning. And I will be honored to get your final words for our viewers in Africa. İlker?
Thank you again. It was very, good to be with you here. It is a good experience for me, and it is the first chance to meet with African countries and maybe the students, which will be our students in the near future, maybe. I hope to see them here in our technology transfer office and the entrepreneurs of the future. I hope they will be very beneficial for their countries and Turkey. I do believe that collaboration between both countries, African countries and Turkey, will open a lot of doors for us for the future. And I wish a very healthy year for everyone and welfare for both African and Turkey.
Thank you.
And
You're lovely.
Thank
you so much, İlker. Ladies and gentlemen, I had İlker Köse, the general manager of the most important university, one of the most important university in Turkey, MEDIPOL Technology Transfer Office. He was with us today. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break. So stay tuned to NTR. We'll be right back with another amazing guest. Take care and all the best.